Well, Val referred to these loyalty oaths earlier, and this really struck us tremendously. And so while you have this fear at court at Ivan, with Ivan IV of witchcraft, we know that witchcraft may have been mentioned in a 16th century loyalty oath, but there's some indication that it might have been at least malevolence, evil, that is associated with witchcraft. But we get, for the very first time, a document, which is the loyalty oath to Boris Godunov. It's in the late 16th century, 1598. And all men, all male subjects had to pronounce this oath of loyalty, and half of it is concerned with witchcraft. And it is, you know, it basically said, they are saying, I am swearing that I will not commit any evil, malevolence, use herbs, cast spells. I mean, it's very specific.
Tuck spells into the horse's mane. I loved that one.
Yes, in fact, I'll read an excerpt from one that was a little later. It's in the 17th century, where what happens is that the loyalty oath with Boris Godunov, it's in the oath that everyone must give, and it's not only to protect the Tsar, but his wife, his children, whom they name, and any future children that they have. That gets moved out with the first Romanov, who is elected in the early 17th century. But figures at court, servitors, those who have direct access to the Tsar, must take oaths dependent on their office, in which they specifically talk about witchcraft. And so to give you this it's such a wonderful example. If you don't mind, I'll read it, just a snippet of it. And this has to do with an oath that attendants of the royal stables to Alexei Mikhailovich Romanov took in 1646-47. And it's, quote, by this kiss of the cross, I am bound to protect the health of the sovereign Tsar and Grand Prince Alexei Mikhailovich of all Russia in all circumstances, and not to put noxious herbs or roots in the sovereign's saddles, bridles, strips of felt, gloves, riding crops, fringe, and other decorations for a horse's mane and mask, carriages, sleighs, the felt pieces in the sleigh, the carpet and chamber pot, and all of the sovereign's various pieces of stable and equestrian attire, the aragamaks, a special kind of horse, horses, geldings, and amblers, manes, or tails, or order anyone from the stable ranks or anyone else to do so. And I am bound not to commit any type of evil or sorcery against the sovereign Tsar and Grand Prince Alexei Mikhailovich of all Russia, or any subterfuge. And it goes on. You've got, so the person in charge of the bedchamber, every pillow is mentioned, every aspect of clothing. I mean, you get an inside view of, you know, what everyday objects were part of Tsar's sort of, you know, court life. And we know that women's servitors took similar oaths to the Tsarina. So these are just really rich documents.